Hello kiddies, let's start our today's session. The topic for the day is Translation and Reflection from Unit 1B, Geometry. I repeat, the topic for the day is Translation and Reflection. Let's move on to our introductory session. Let's start with the very first concept, translation. Translation means moving an object or image in a straight line. So what do you mean by translation? If you are moving an object from one place to another place in a straight line, then that particular move is called translation. Now I will show you an example for translation. See, this is an example for translation. See, here you can see the triangle ABC is moving to another position, but that particular move is in a straight line. That is, this triangle ABC is moving to this position, but the move from this particular point to this particular point seems to be in a straight line. That's why it becomes an example for translation. So translation means moving an object or image in a straight line. Here you can see that this particular object is moving in a straight line. Clear? Now we will move on to the next concept, reflection. What is meant by reflection? Reflection means making a mirror image by flipping an object in a mirror line without rotating it. So what do you mean by reflection? Reflection means a mirror image of you. So mirror image means how? Making a mirror image by flipping an object in a mirror line without rotating it. So two conditions are there. Reflection means you need to make a mirror image by flipping the object, also without rotating it. I know that you are familiar with the word flipping because you all know how to take selfies and you know how to flip the image. That is, flip your selfies and also you know what you mean by flipping. So that the very same process we are applying here in reflection too. Let's see reflection through an example. See, this is an example for process reflection. See, the triangle ABC, when moves from this part to this part, the sides has been flipped. See here, the side 5, when it moves to this particular region, it changed here. That is, the sides has been flipped. So this is the only thing. That is, reflection means you are getting a flipped image of the original image. See, both are same images. The only thing is when it moves from one part to another part, the original image gets flipped. So the sides getting changed, but the image is same only. So here the triangle is named as ABC. When it came here, you can see that the triangle named as A dash, B dash, C dash because it has been flipped here. So to know the difference, they have named it different, ABC as well as A dash, B dash, C dash. So now you understand what is translation and what is reflection. Translation means you are moving an object from one place to another place in a straight line. See? Straight line. But coming to reflection, you are moving the object from one place to another, but when you start moving an object from its original position to another position, the resulted image will be its flipped image. See here, this is the original one and the flipped image is this. So now I hope you understand the concept translation as well as reflection. Hope that this video representation helps a lot to you to understand the concept a little more easily. So now it's time to do some application level of questions. So let's start our application level of question. Let's see what our first question is. Here comes our first question. The pattern below is made on a grid of centimeter squares. A part, look at the middle row of triangles. Each triangle is translated right to make the pattern. How many centimeters in each triangle translated to the right? B part, describe the translation that moves triangle A to triangle B. Let's see the pattern first. Then only we can understand what the question actually asks. Okay, this is our pattern. So now we can read the question once more. The pattern below is made on a grid of centimeter square. So this is a pattern made of grids of centimeter square, so that each grid is of 1 centimeter. So this is a 1 centimeter marking. This is another 1 centimeter marking. All are 1 centimeter markings. Now, let's see the first A part question. Look at the middle row of the triangle. So this is the middle row of this pattern. See, this is first row, second row, third row. So obviously, this will be the middle row of the pattern. Each triangle is translated right to make the pattern. See, concentrate on this row. This triangle has been translated here. So we got the same image of this particular triangle. What do you mean by translation? Moving an object from one place to another place in a straight line. So this is actually an example for translation. So here, this triangle is moving here so that you can see that particular triangle's image. Again, it's moving on and the process is continuing so that this particular row came. So this is an example for translation, that this triangle is moving from one place to another place in a straight line. So what actually the question asked is, how many centimeters in each triangle translated to the right? That is, already they said that this particular row is an example for translation, because this triangle is translated so that we got this particular row. Now the question is, how many centimeters in each triangle translated to the right? That is, we need to know how many centimeters that this triangle translated to this part for getting this one. See, I told that this is a centimeter square grid. That is, each one marks 1 centimeter square. Now look at this, this part. This triangle exactly moved to this particular position that results in this triangle. So actually the question is, how many centimeters in each triangle translated to the right? We need to know how many centimeters that this particular triangle translated, which results in this complete whole row. So this is a 1 centimeter and this is a 1 centimeter. So actually this whole triangle needs 1 centimeter plus this 1 centimeter. So totally 2 centimeters they need to translate it to this row for obtaining this particular triangle. So how many centimeters in each triangle translated to the right? If you need to get this particular triangle here, this triangle need to translate it 2 centimeters square. Then only this triangle will be coming here. So the answer for the first question, the A part, is the triangle, this particular triangle A needs to be translated 2 centimeter to this side. Then you can able to see this translated triangle over here. And the very same process will be continuing. That is, this triangle again moving 2 centimeter to this side, resulting in this triangle, and it continues. So the answer for the A part is 2 centimeter. Clear? Because this is a 1 centimeter grid. This is also a 1 centimeter grid. So totally it is a 2 centimeter grid, and this 2 centimeter grid needs to be translated here. Then only you can see a translated triangle over this part. Now coming to the B part, describe the translation that moves triangle A to triangle B. That, see, this is triangle A and this is triangle B. Now what we need to find out is, describe the translation that moves triangle A to triangle B. Which means triangle A is this one and triangle B is this one. We need to describe the translation that moves from triangle A to triangle B. Listen, the very first translation is only this much part. So if you want to get a triangle like this from this one, how you need to translate each grid? That is the question. From this triangle, you need to get this triangle. So here, this particular row, the third row starts from this grid. So This is the starting grid. From this grid, you need to get like this. So how it possible? That is, you need to move 1 centimeter. See, this is 1 centimeter, right? 1 centimeter to right. Okay. See, you're moving this 1 centimeter part to here, so that this will come here. After that, you need to pull down this 2 centimeter down. See, this 2 centimeter down, so that this 2 centimeter will join up with this part, getting a triangle A. I repeat, you need to describe the translation that moved triangle A to triangle B. So actually the third row, that is this row, starts up a translation like this. But you need to get a triangle like this. So the question is, you have to describe the translation move. That is, now consider, you are moving this grid down. So this grid down means, see, already a grid is here. So for getting a triangle, a full triangle like this A, you are moving this one grid towards the right. That is 1 centimeter right. That is from here to here, it's a move 1 centimeter right. After that, so think that this has been come here. So you move 1 centimeter here. After that, you are taking down these two grids down as here. That is 1 centimeter plus 1 centimeter. That is 2 centimeter down. So 1 centimeter this one, 1 centimeter towards the right this one, and 2 centimeter down. That is this one. Together gives a triangle like A. So how will you describe the translation? Simply just write the move like this. 1 centimeter right, 2 centimeter down. That is moving this 1 centimeter right, taking this 2 centimeter down. Or else the vice versa is also possible. First of all, you are taking down this 2 centimeter, then you are 2 centimeter down and 1 centimeter right. Both are same process. You can write in any of the way, 1 centimeter right and 2 centimeter down. So this is how we find the translation move as well as the centimeter squares also. Hope you understand the very first question. Shall we move to the second question? Here comes our second question. Find a path through the grid to the bottom row. Start at a kite in the top row. You can move to the next door kite if it is a reflection of the kite you are on. The kite can be a reflection in a horizontal or vertical mirror line. So let's see the pattern first. So this is a pattern. This is a pattern like kite pattern. And what the question is, you need to find a path through this grid to the bottom row. That means you need to start from the top row and you need to find a bottom path through the grid towards the bottom row. And the condition they have said is, start at a kite in the top row. You need to start at a kite in the top row. You can move to the next door kite if it is a reflection of the kite. That is, suppose you are starting from this kite, then you need to move to the next kite if it is a reflection of the kite you are on. That is, if you suppose you are in this kite, if you are drawing a path towards this kite, then this particular kite should be a reflection of this kite. Then only you can draw a path from this kite to the very next kite. So this is the condition they have set. Also, one more thing they have added, the kite can be a reflection horizontal or vertical mirror line. The first condition is you need to find a path through the grid to the bottom row. That is, you need to start from the top row, you need to find a path through the grid to the bottom row. That is, you have to start from the top row and you need to come to the bottom row. The path should be like, if you're starting from a kite, you need to continue the path to the next door, like next door kite, if it is a reflection of the kite you are on. That is the second condition. The third condition is that particular reflection can be horizontal as well as vertical mirror line. So here they have given you a move, just given you a suggestion or a clue like how you have to move. That is, this way is possible, this way is not possible, because horizontal and vertical mirror line is acceptable. So keep in mind that that is the only possible way that you need to find the path. So it is like somewhat like a riddle, but we are applying the concept translation, reflection in this concept. So how will you find the path? Let's start doing the answer, keeping all the suggestions and all the conditions they have given in the question. We will find the path from the top row to the bottom row, and the path seems to be like this. See, you have started the path from the first row from this kite, and here you can see the very next kite seems to be the reflection of the kite that you are on. So you have started from that, it moves on to here, that is the flipped image of this kite. Then again you are moving towards the next one. From there you are moving to this one. These all are the flipped images, either in horizontal or vertical way. These all are the flipped images of mirror line. Then again you are moving towards this one and reaching towards the bottom row. So this is the path I find, keeping all the suggestions and conditions what the question needs. So this is the path I found, and it is not mandatory that this is the only path. You can also find other path in this kite grid. The only thing is you need to satisfy all the conditions that have said in the question. So if you find any other path which satisfies all the conditions mentioned in the question, you can draw that particular path in your textbook and you can share it me through Class Dojo. Okay, so this is only the one path I just find out which satisfy all the conditions mentioned in the question. If you can find more path, you're free to do and share with me. Okay. Okay, next we will move on to our third question. Let's see the third question. Copy the colored lines, shades, and mirror lines onto a square paper. Reflect each of the colored lines and shades in the mirror line. Let's see the colored line, shades, and mirror lines. So this is the given shades in a mirror line, square paper. They have given you in a these particular shades in the square paper. What we need to do is we need to reflect each of the colored lines and shades in the mirror line. So this is the thing they have given. These all are colored lines, shades onto a square paper. What we need to find out or what we need to do is we need to reflect each of the colored lines and shades in the mirror line. Mirror line means what have to be keep in mind, that is we need to reflect each of these colored lines and shades in a flipped version. That is we need to draw the flipped image of all these things. That flipped images are the colored lines and shades in the mirror line. So shall we start doing the answer? Okay. How the flipped images will be look like? See, this is the thing they have given in the question. The flipped image of this particular shape seems to be the exact that only, because it is a straight line. Anyhow, we flipped in the left way or the right way, that will looks like that only. Now coming to this one also, because it is a rectangle shape, if we flip it towards the right or left, it seems to be the same. That's why these all shapes seems to be same how it looks in the question. Now coming to this triangle, this is a right angle triangle, right? So when you move this triangle, or when you want, if you want to get the mirror image of this particular triangle, what do you have to do? You have to do is only one thing, that is the reflected image or this particular image in the mirror line means that flipped image of this particular triangle. So that we can see here. See, this side flip towards this particular side. So this is the reflected image in the mirror line here you can see that the reflected image of this triangle. Now what about this square? Square, this is the original shape, and you can see the reflected square in the mirror line. Can you find any changes? No, right? Because when you flip this square box in the left side as well as right side, you will be getting the same image. So when you did this part, you can find or you can conclude that only the triangle got a slight change while we drawn in the mirror line, because it is flipped. So while it has flipped, the sides has been changed. Rest of the images, when we drawn or when we reflect in the mirror line, that seems to be the very same as it was. So this is the answer for our third question. Hope you understand how to reflect any given image in the mirror line. Just flip the image and draw. So that will be the reflected image. So this is regarding the concept translation and reflection. So translation means moving an object from one place to another in a straight line, while reflection means moving an object from one place to another place in a reflected flip way. Flip way in a mirror line without rotating. So for reflection, just keep in mind the word flipping so that you can easily find the answers when the question comes in connection with reflection. So hope you understand the application level of questions. Now it's time for your follow-up activity, and the question is here. What will be the new position of the given point after translation of 3 units right and 4 units down? So this is the image and this is the point. You need to find the point. You need to find the new position of this given point after translation of 3 units right and 4 units down. So just translate this point first towards right, that is 3 units right. After that, from that point 3 units right, translate to 4 units down. So that where will be the new position of this given point? That is the question. So draw it in your notebook, find the new position, share it with through ClassDojo, okay? So that's all for today. Thank you.